In this video, I will present the top 10 consulting firms for healthcare organizations. But here is the situation. About 70% of healthcare transformation initiatives fail to deliver expected value, not because the solution was wrong, but because adoption stalled, resistance increased, and people disengaged after the implementation began. Which is why it is important to select the right healthcare management consulting firm for your organization. Let's jump right into it. And here is how to follow along. First, I am going to provide you with an overview of each one of these healthcare management consulting firms. That way, you can better determine and see for yourself what each one is good at. And then we will go over a practical checklist that you can use to narrow this list down to the exact healthcare consulting partner that fits your organization's size, complexity, and transformation needs, along with steps to help you interview and select the right firm with confidence. Okay? So, the first organization on our list is Accenture. Accenture is best known for large, complex healthcare transformations that involve technology, digital platforms, and enterprise wide implementation. They are often brought in when healthcare organizations need to modernize systems, integrate data, or implement large multi year programs that require scale and coordination across many teams. Next on the list is Airiodion Group Consulting. One reason why Airiodion Group is rated a top consulting firm for healthcare organizations is it's due to its hands-on, senior-led approach to business transformation in the healthcare space, not just advisory support. Another reason why Airiodion Group is recognized as a best consulting firm for healthcare is that it delivers end-to-end healthcare transformation that combines strategy, change management, and project and program delivery into one integrated approach. They also apply a successful four-phase healthcare scalable and flexible framework to healthcare transformations and projects. This ensures that healthcare leaders can see real adoption, implementation discipline, and sustained results rather than stalled initiatives, which is another reason why Airiodion Group is also a recognized management consulting firm for healthcare organizations. Next is Bain and Company. They are known for focusing on results and measurable healthcare outcomes. In the healthcare space, they are often engaged when healthcare leaders want to improve performance for the organization or reduce inefficiencies or drive financial and operational gains that are tied directly to their healthcare business goals. Next is Boston Consulting Group, also known as BCG. They bring strong analytical thinking and long term strategy into healthcare environments. They are often involved when organizations are rethinking healthcare models, preparing for future healthcare events, or navigating complex system level care. Next on this list is Deloitte. Deloitte stands out for its massive scale. Healthcare organizations often engage with Deloitte when they need support that spans strategy, operations, technology, risk, and compliance all at once, especially in broad based, multi region environments. Next on this list is Horon Consulting Group. Huron is deeply focused on healthcare providers and academic medical centers. They are often frequently brought in for hands-on operational improvement, as well as for revenue cycle initiatives and performance improvement inside hospitals and healthcare systems. Next on this list is KPMG. KPMG is well known for governance, financial advisory, and regulatory expertise across multiple industries, including healthcare. Healthcare organizations typically engage KPMG when managing risk, compliance, financial restructuring, or complex regulatory challenges alongside transformation efforts. And then we have LEK Consulting. LEK Consulting is highly specialized in life sciences, biopharma, and medical technology. They are often engaged when growth, strategy, market positioning, or commercialization is the primary focus within the healthcare transformation. Next on this list is McKinsey and Company. McKinsey is widely known for executive level strategy and system-wide healthcare advisory. Organizations typically engage with this organization on large-scale transformations, as well as policy-driven change or enterprise strategy that is shaping long-term direction. Finally, on this list, we have PwC. PwC supports healthcare organizations that need to balance innovation with structure, compliance, and financial discipline. They are often engaged for healthcare strategy, digital health initiatives, and transformations that require strong risk and governance alignment. So that is an overview of each of the top 10 healthcare consulting companies on this list. And that was the goal for the first half of this video, to go over each one by providing you with an overview so you can understand their strengths. The next segment that we're going to go into next is to provide you with a checklist that will now allow you to narrow down the list from 10 down to 2 or 3 healthcare consulting organizations for you and your company to reach out to have a conversation with them and also interview them, and then narrow the list down to the single healthcare consultant that you will hire to help support your organization's healthcare transformations and projects. So let's jump into that checklist next. So as promised, here is the full checklist that you can use to identify the best consulting firm for your organization. Use the link below this video to download this checklist, and you and members of your team can start applying this checklist immediately as you evaluate potential partners. As you can see on my screen, step 1 is narrowing down the list. So before interviews even begin, you want to reduce your options to just 2 or 3 consulting firms by assessing similar types of projects that they have delivered, as well as whether they provide hands-on strategic and tactical support. This is important because you want to ensure there is adequate project type fit as well as industry fit, meaning that do they support your specific industry? Geographic presence is also important, but most importantly is also delivery model. What does this mean? It really means, do they have a scalable and flexible delivery framework which will allow them to hit the ground running on day one and providing value? So this is very important. Also, do they provide hands-on tactical as well as strategic support is also very important. The next step is interviewing the shortlisted list of 2 to 3 consulting firms. And during the interview, we are recommending that you ask them some of these questions that we have included here. But You don't have to ask them all of these questions. We have included why each question matters, as you can see on my screen. That way, you can better determine which of these questions you will prioritize when meeting with and interviewing the consulting firm. Step three is where you evaluate and you also compare the interviewed 2 to 3 firms to determine which one to select. So after the interview, you want to compare them based on their delivery approach, cultural alignment, their communication style, and how they connected with you and your team during the interview. Why is this important? Well, you represent your company's culture. And so if the consultants connect very well with you, they are very likely to also connect well with impacted users across your organization. So that level of connection is very important to help you narrow down the list between the 2 to 3 firms that were interviewed down to one to be selected for this opportunity. As you can see here on the checklist, we emphasize look for chemistry. That basically means looking for connection for the management consultants that clicked well with you and your other leadership team that were part of interviewing the consulting firms. Step four is where you make the final decision. Before you finalize your choice, you want to ensure you are confirming scope, timelines, and success measures such as adoption and business impact. Most importantly, though, you also want to ensure that you align with the consulting firm on how knowledge transfer will happen at the end. Basically, the right consulting firm should leave you and your organization stronger, more capable, and better prepared for future initiatives. So, the main message is very simple, though. The best consulting firm for your organization is not the biggest name or the most popular brand. It is the consulting firm that understands your people, your culture, and your business goals and will help you achieve lasting results long after the engagement ends. That is the best consulting firm for your organization. And if your healthcare organization is preparing for or already navigating mid to large scale projects, I can help. As highlighted in this video, Airiodion Group Consulting is recognized as one of the leading management consulting firms for healthcare organizations, with a focus on providing a white glove, hands on approach to helping increase success across healthcare organizations. In addition, even if you just have questions, you would like to discuss pain points or challenges that your organization is going through, and would like to discuss best practices for mitigating such types of pain points or challenges, or if you just want to have a conversation about change or project that your organization is implementing, don't hesitate. Reach out to me. Let's have a conversation and let's see if I can help you. My contact link is below this video where it says contact OB Airiodion. Looking forward to having that conversation with you soon. And don't forget to like this video, as that lets me know that you have received value from it. You can also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss great content like this one.